Yo, hey, I actually just put you in the room, but we are live now.
Hey,
Moke and friends, this is Moke and Jimmy. What's that?
how you doing, man?
What's good, man? Jimmy, how you doing, bro? I ain't talked to you in a long time.
Life has been lifing. Since I last talked to you, I had another daughter, so I have number
Wait,
two.
wait, don't jump the gun. Don't jump the gun. Don't jump the gun. But before we start, I just want to say this real quick. Today I found out one of my good friends who like was my nigga back when I was like 18 to like 25, encouraged me to do this rap shit and all this stuff. And today he just passed away in his sleep. So rest in peace to my nigga Mo, man. That shit, you
Um,
know what I'm saying? They don't know the details yet. He lives in Memphis, but and I guess the weather's bad over there, maybe. I don't know, but they're just waiting on the autopsy. But I just want to get that out the way, man. Rest in peace, my nigga.
RIP to him, man.
Yes, sir.
Up to his family.
My bad, my bad. I pressed the wrong button. Uh, anyway, as we get started, I want to start off with since I didn't have this as a topic, but we're gonna talk about this winter wonderland that we are in.
Ah, bro. So, um,
Uh,
being out
being out.
uh, personally, we our Sunday about two.
Mhm.
We were without power for about 20 hours. Um,
Gee,
but compared to others, we're actually fortunate. Um, since our power's been cut on, it's been going out and in like every couple of hours.
yeah,
So we didn't have any pressure or pipe burst because my wife was smart enough to let us know to leave the faucet leaking and dripping and all of that. So we
yeah.
escaped. With a newborn and a toddler, it's just we need these things.
How is having the electricity and stuff go out having a newborn and a toddler?
It's 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 actually what's crazy. It's not that bad. We're the ones who are stressing, but they are oblivious to what's going on.
Right.
My daughter has a tablet which is fully charged, and we downloaded stuff on there. So if Wi-Fi ever cut off, we can
Hmm.
do it. So she's chilling.
Yeah.
We make sure they have food. So they've actually been oblivious, but it's more so us stressing because we know, like, hey, we can't go without heat.
Yeah.
Go if food spoils, like we got to make sure that they're good. So we're the ones doing all the stressing. They're
Yeah.
chilling. They've been well taken care of. Um, like I said, I got a newborn and a wife who just gave birth. So I just don't want them to be in a bad situation.
Right.
Somehow, man, we've made it work and we've managed. So um, it's a lot worse for a lot of other people.
Right.
Pipes that bursted. What's it called? My wife's parents. Their
Oh
pipes,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I talked to Tiffany. She told me that shit.
yeah, their pipes burst, and they got water everywhere, and that seems to be the thing for a lot of people. I'm watching these videos.
Hmm.
Crazy, bro. Like it's really bad. Luckily, all my parents dealt with was the power. They were without power for like 48 hours.
Jeez.
It's turned on. It's
So has it been like really cold since y'all haven't had? Because because at my place when the power went out, it was cold because we don't have carpet. It's just like this cement type floor.
same. So like downstairs, we don't have carpet. We have wood, so it's cold as hell
Mm.
downstairs when the power's out. Up here, it's not as cold, but it still gets cold. So, but
Hmm.
our power is currently on, so we got the heater running.
Yeah.
As you right before I got on the show, I was grubbing. We had chili dogs, burgers. We just did a lot of cooking.
Yeah.
As in case it goes out, we'll be straight with the food. So
Right. That's good. And so last week, or I think it might have been a week and a half ago, I was supposed to have you on, and I remember I was hitting you up, and I was hitting up Tanika, and I was like, "Yo, yeah, it's Jimmy, blah blah." She was just like, "Oh, he's doing this, blah blah," you know what I'm saying? And so when it didn't happen, I had got my daughter on, and I remember I hit up Andre, and I was like, "Man, you heard from Jimmy?" I was like, "Is he not fucking with me?" And so I didn't hear from you for a while, and then I finally heard from you, and that brings me to my next topic. You're you caught COVID.
Yes, bro.
Tell me about that.
First of all, I'm pissed that I caught it because we've been extremely careful. I don't
Yeah.
leave the house. I don't do any of that. So I actually caught it because my newborn daughter just came. So my brother came to come visit the daughter, and he had COVID.
Mm.
So, and me, anytime friends or family or loved ones come through, I got to put some trees in it.
Yeah, yeah.
We went to go put some trees in the air, and
Yeah.
so he actually got his whole house sick.
Oh shit.
So, with them, like they were really sick, but it was like the flu. Like they went through the motions with the flu. It reacted
Yeah.
different in my body. I have no idea why. I don't know. I started getting sick, but it was like, okay, I'm cool, but I'm just
Yeah.
got to. Um, then it was like it got to a point to where I couldn't do shit, and I don't really get sick like that. So my wife was like, "Hey, we need to go
Mhm.
get this is out the norm." So went to get tested, and of course it came back positive. So I'm in here quarantined, and it's like my body was just getting weak, bro. Like I couldn't do anything. I didn't want to eat. I was going like days, not even a day, like days without eating. I didn't want to eat.
Dang.
Trying to force me soup, and then like this is still like the good part of it. Then all of a sudden, I was having trouble breathing. I was coughing up blood.
Oh wow.
So a close friend of mine, Jermaine, he had came because he was willing to take that risk. My wife got the kids to look after, and there's
Yeah.
they could do. He takes me to urgent care, and we get there, and they're testing my oxygen levels, and it was 89. And anything below a 90 is considered critical. And they was
Mm.
can't help you. You got to go to the ER. He takes me to the ER. They take my oxygen levels, and they immediately sit down in the chair, like, hold on, like, what's going on? Like,
Yeah.
they strap me up. They put the thing on me. They taking me to the back. I'm like, man, what the hell's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me know. It was just like, you're at a critical level. We need to take you back. Really,
At this time, what's going through your head?
I'm getting scared. Getting
Okay.
scared. So I'm just like, man, what the hell? So I'm in like this, like, so it's like a separated area in the hospital from everywhere else. Nothing but COVID patients. People got tubes in their throat and stuff.
Yeah.
But they put me on the breathing machine just to get my breathing back,
Right.
breathe correctly. So I'm just like, man, what the hell? So I'm at this point, I'm terrified. There's a doctor in there that tried to downplay it, like, don't worry, you're in good shape and all that. But he was just doing his job. But
Right.
like, man, look, I'm looking old, young, my age. It's all
Mhm.
it was just a different scene. People with tubes in their throat. Man, it was scary as hell. So
Yeah.
I had to stay. The next day, once I started breathing regularly,
Mhm.
they took me off the breathing machine, and that's when they told me like, hey, you gotta, this all that man. They gave me like a shitload of medication they had to take,
Yeah.
including prednisone, which is steroids.
Yeah.
So up until that point, I was like in such bad shape. Once I started taking the steroids, it was like each day I was getting better and better. So
Right.
steroids worked. The problem with it though is it made me just want to be alone. Like, it,
Really?
yeah, it made me want to be alone. I actually ended up talking to them. They was like, it's a couple side effects. It was like depression. I'm like, I'm not depressed. I'm not depressed. As I just didn't want to be around anybody. I'm already sick
Right.
anyway, but it was like, let me just stay quarantined.
Yeah.
After about 4 days on the steroids, I could feel it. I could truly feel it going away. And I'm
Yeah.
not gonna die. Like, um, but even after, I got better, I ended up getting retested and I tested negative, but
Mm.
it wasn't myself for a whole nother week,
Wow.
like extremely weak. This week really was like probably a little bit of last week, and this week I was really like, okay, I'm back. Like, I'm good. But I don't wish that shit on nobody, bro. That shit is not the flu. not the flu that I've had.
Yeah.
So it sucked. I'm just glad to be healthy. Your family did a lot of prayers for me, so I really
Yeah.
that. Um, it was just an experience that I wish nobody has to go through, man.
It's fucked up because the whole period, and this is, and I don't mean this in a selfish way, but it's gonna sound selfish. But in this whole thing, when I was just like, damn, like, did I do something like Jimmy not fuck with me? And then you hit me up and you was like, hey bro, I had COVID. I felt relieved. You know what I'm saying? I felt relieved. I was like, okay, my nigga is fucking with me. My nigga was just almost dying.
I don't even know how you question that.
I know. It was just the fact I was hitting you up all day, and Tanika, like she's so like good, but I'm like, girl, you my cousin. Like, let me know what's going on.
He didn't want to say he
Yeah,
on, which to me was weird because your whole family knows, including your sister.
yeah, yes, that's what I'm saying. And she was telling me like, oh, well, he went to the doctor or blah blah, and I was just like, all right, cool, you know what I mean. And so I'm hitting you up, and I'm not getting nothing. So, but I was like, I get why where she comes from and doing that, but I was like, girl, we
I
came up
did
together.
because the whole family knew, but honestly,
Yeah.
you would know because everybody else know. Dre ended up hitting me up, and I didn't hit him up 2 days later, but I saw
Mm.
he was just like, "Man, I hope you feeling better." Like he might have heard it from his parents.
Maybe because at first when I hit him up, he was just like, I don't know. He was like, because I guess y'all are in a stock room or something. You got some on your beard. I guess y'all are in like a stock room or something. He was like, yeah, he ain't been here for a minute, you know. So
Yeah, I was ghost town, but I was in the hospital. Right, I was in the hospital, and
yeah, yeah,
every couple of hours, it's like I would get messages, but it was just so much, and it was just like I can't. I'm just trying to
yeah.
breathe. I can't even. So it was like I would just put my phone back down. Once I got released from the hospital and I got back to the crib, and I'm going through all the messages,
Mm.
hit me up a lot. So I was like, oh man, let me get back at DJ. But
Yeah.
still, like, I can not answer for a month. Like, it's never a question, bro.
I know. It was my anxiety.
We're gonna put some trees in the air.
Yeah,
We will meet in a random spot. Since you left Houston, I met you in
Dallas,
Dallas.
California.
Be some, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Denver for work on Sunday. So it's
That's gonna be good.
yeah. So I already know like that's how it is, bro. It's
Yeah.
we family now. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad
Yes, we are.
we became family, but yeah, it's something they should never question. Same for Dre, same for David, same for Aaron. Like y'all
Yeah.
treated me like family. I fuck with
Well, the story I want to tell the people real quick is after a little bit after my daughter passed away, I moved to Houston and I was with my grandma. And I remember that's when I first met you. And damn near almost every day, y'all niggas would drive 30, 40 minutes to pick me up and we would chill with, you know what I'm saying? And I really appreciate that because I remember I think before I moved to the islands and you got your crib and you were like, man, just come move over here, whatever, whatever. And I was just like, yo, I really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
it. Yeah, man. You
But has anybody ever told you you look like Rick Ross?
I've gotten Rick Ross. I've gotten Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade. I can kind of see it. Kind of.
But I got my beard now, so I.
Right, yeah.
But before the beard, I got Dwayne Wade. The one I got the most was Little Scrappy when I was. That's the only one I actually agreed with. I don't think I look like Dwayne Wade, even though people say. But Little Scrappy, when I was in high school, it was a close lookalike. If I showed you a picture side by side,
Yeah, you was a hood nigga in high school. I remember seeing a picture of you. Yeah.
I got Wayne Brady. Um,
Ooh.
yeah, I don't know. Um,
I see Rick Ross, man.
yeah, but Rick Ross and Trey are what I get now. Now that I have my beard,
Yeah, I
like
can see that.
Ross and Trey.
Now, let's next topic I want to take it to is I have one. I guess I'm just gonna make this one because it's kind of I just want to know because my friend,
He's showing
I oh, now he gonna stop because man, I remember when I saw you had that, I was so jealous. I was like, because dog, you know where I fucked up because I was in the transition of moving to Dallas, in Austin, but I live right next to a GameStop in Dallas, and it was like pre-order your PS5s, and I was gonna do it, and then I was just like, nah, I'll just wait to come out. And boy,
So I actually pre-ordered it and
hmm
grew like millions of people. So we pre-ordered, and when it was time to check out and pay, it would get stuck at the screen. I did that for 3 days with the rest of the world, and I was like, "This is impossible. You can't go to the store. You have to do it online." And there's
yeah,
people doing the same thing. So I went to talk to my boy who worked at the store at the GameStop. I was like, "Bro, how many copies do y'all actually have?" He was
yeah,
like, we're doing this thing every day, and we have like two PS5s in the store. So
damn,
lucky, and it was like each day, it's like two of them. I was like, damn, what about Best Buy? He was like, it's even worse. Best Buy got like three, and they're doing every 3 hours. They're releasing three. I was like, I can't do this. So, and I was in Boston.
yeah,
I ended up running into somebody who got an Xbox and a PS5, and he's an Xbox dude, and he was selling it.
mm,
Asked me, so I paid
yeah.
seven. It was like 750, something like that.
You got the digital or the standard?
I digital. I travel too much. I'm
Right,
not
right, yeah. I feel you.
walk around with a bunch of games, so I got on my game
Yeah,
system. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to go ahead
man.
and after 3 days, because I was like, I'm not playing this little online game. The smartest thing I ever did, and the reason why is now it's February and people still don't have one. They're still struggling.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, I made the right decision.
you did, Doug. You did.
So
'Cause I was online like when it was coming out at midnight, all this shit, and I didn't know shit about the bots. You know what I'm saying? Because it was literally the one time I think it came out on Walmart at like midnight. I had my alarm set, and literally like 12 o'clock, and with 45 seconds, that bitch was gone.
oh,
And so I just made peace and just kept playing. I've been playing my PS4 ever since.
man, if you was here, you already know. I got two
Ah,
controllers.
man, I know. Oh,
All good. I'm gonna be in Denver for the next 6 to 9 months.
yeah.
Project.
You're gonna be there for 6 to 9 months?
Yeah, I'm gonna come home like every other weekend. So
That's good, yeah.
my wife, at the start of March, she's gonna come out here with me. So
Oh,
she,
nice.
so I have a big hotel suite. So if you ever just decide to come to Colorado and come through, you could.
Uh, I'm gonna have to try, man. I'm gonna have to try to convince my girl about that. So I'm happy you got the PS5. I'm happy you're enjoying yourself. But what I want to talk to you about, because when I first met Jimmy, Jimmy was just Jimmy and Booby. Booby is my cousin. And now years have gone by. Jimmy's married. So now we speak about fatherhood. Jimmy is a new dad, and Jimmy does not stop. Because the time I met you, I remember we were in Dallas and I saw Tanika. And I think it's my cousin. You know what I'm saying? I understand it's a girl, but it's my cousin. So I talked to her like she's my nigga. She's my cousin. But I thought to myself, like, are you getting fat? And come to find out, Tanika was pregnant again, and I was just like, damn, like let your daughter grow up. You know what I'm saying? But how does it feel being a newborn father, a brand new father?
It's the greatest feeling, man. You remember when I got pregnant the first time, and I was like, damn, I wanted a boy. Now
Yeah.
I know how dope girls were.
Yes.
No, you know what I'm saying? You had two of them.
Yeah.
I didn't know how dope girls were. I was out thinking, oh, I was playing sports and doing all this, playing the game. My daughter does all these things. She
Yeah. Yeah.
throw the ball. She plays on the PlayStation. She didn't even know how to control it, like to turn it on
Yeah.
and watch her Coco Melon. Like it's been a real pleasant surprise on how dope fatherhood is. I Anybody who's a father probably already
Yeah.
understands this, but for those that don't have no kids,
Right.
there is no feeling that of having a little one come up after you and follow you and love you unconditionally. Like it's a dope feeling, bro. Father
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
Second one's a little tougher because we got two now, but the feeling
hmm
I love it.
Does big sister kind of understand? You know what I'm saying? That little sister may get a little bit more attention. Is it jealousy or?
She doesn't understand it. In fact, the first time that she saw so disinterested. She's actually just not coming around. My youngest daughter's now about 5 weeks, 5.5 weeks.
Mhm.
she's starting to realize like this baby's here every day.
Yeah.
It- so now she like she'll give the baby a hug, she'll give the baby a kiss. So she's understanding like, hey, the baby's not going nowhere.
Yeah.
And now, but it took a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
She was just like, hold on. If I'm holding the baby, she want to come up here like, oh, hold on, you know. So
Right.
she understand. She definitely was jealous.
When did you feel that it was safe for you to be around the kids after dealing with the Rona?
So one thing that I didn't talk about, my daughter got COVID from me. My oldest daughter, Soraya, she she's just always around me, and it's like you can't be around me
Yeah.
catching it. But we both tested negative. So
Your daughter took the test?
yeah, she tested positive at first, and then she tested negative second. Second one.
Wait, they put it in her nose?
Yeah, yeah. They,
Like all the way.
I
How did
wasn't
she
there.
how did she act?
I wasn't there to witness
Hmm.
her COVID test, but I know they tested her. They put the swab in her nose. I don't know how deep it got. Deep for me. So, um, but once I tested negative, um, I started coming around. The hard part is my daughter's she caught COVID after me, so she had to go the 3 4 days after I tested negative, and we had to seclude her. And she didn't understand like why can't I come around everybody? Like she's only one, bro. You know what I'm saying? She's only, you
Wow.
know what I'm saying. So she
She
didn't
didn't have
understand.
no symptoms? Like
She was regular as hell. Like
she didn't have symptoms like how you had?
no,
Ooh,
she tested positive for it, but she would
wow.
run do all that. Like she was good, but it was more so like, why can't I come around everybody? What's going on? And I kind of felt sad,
Yeah,
like, yeah. But no, once I tested negative and then she tested negative, we all just started coming around each other.
yeah.
My team, so she's good.
Oh, okay, yeah. One thing about I guess being a dad, because I like right now in this whole, as I call it, a state of emergency, or some call it snowdemic, it's me and my kids and my girl, she's a nurse, so she's actually been at work since Sunday. You know what I'm saying? And just the shit I do, like when I was at home, I went to Dollar General because that was the closest store to us, and it's probably like a half a mile walk. And I walked there just to, get my kids some food, and I was in line for an hour. And then I get in like the line to get inside.
Yeah.
And then when I get inside, I'm in the line to check out for like 45 minutes. I'm the fourth person coming up, power goes out. And they're like, we can only take cash. We're just gonna add up shit. And I don't have a credit card. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going through all these obstacles. And then my boy up north was like, come over here, whatever. So we came up here, got everything done, and like my kids know what's going on, but they don't know the severity of shit. They're kind of just like you say, oblivious, and they're just like happy. You know what I mean? And for me, I'm just like a proud dad because they're just like they're happy as they can be, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't know how niggas is stressing and going to the store and buying all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? But what I will say, fatherhood is great, but I think, it gets challenging because I had twins, a boy and a girl. And so
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
um, I
And,
want to
and
be coming up. How was that? Like, what would you say? Because your kids are what 12 now, 13 now.
13
Up to where they are now, what has been the hardest stage of them
now.
now?
But look, let me tell you why. Because I've always, I've always been, in their lives and shit. But now that me and her mom are back together, you know what I'm saying? And I'm in there, you know what I'm saying? I had to regain their trust because, after my daughter passed away, like I dipped out, you know what I'm saying? So
A lot, bro.
for a while they were thinking like, okay, he's here, like is he gonna go? Like every time I went somewhere, they're like, are you coming back? You know what I'm saying? So I had to regain that, and I think the hardest part was with my daughter, just because we are so close. But now that we're close, you know what I'm saying? Like she knows that like she got me, you know what I'm saying? Like she be having me washing dishes for all types of bullshit. But I'm really just like on her, like, you know what I mean? Because I've always felt that your daughter's first love should be their father. You know what I mean? And so I'm showing her, my kids the way that their mothers loved and all this stuff. But it's different because when we were kids, we didn't have this tablet, all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So my kids are 13. They got iPhones. You know what I'm saying? They're watching TikTok. They're watching this, and there's only so much I can do just because I talk reckless too, and I listen to. You know what I'm saying? But everything is good, but I'm just really worried about like when she gets into boys and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's like what really worries me.
Coming, man. She's already a teenager. Yeah, it's around the corner.
Yeah.
Raise up. Yeah.
I know. You know what I'm saying? So you got it good because I didn't get to really just be there for them coming up. You know what I'm saying? So you have a good handle on it. You know what I'm saying? And like I feel like for me, I had to regain the trust and everything back. Which for me, it was a very tough thing, but it was a very rewarding. You know what I'm saying? And so now when I go into the room, because we're in my boy house and we seven deep up in this bitch. And so now I go there and I'm seeing like my kids, they're comfortable, they're good. I'm just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And their moms out there saving the world, you know what I'm saying? So it's it's a really good, good experience.
That's
You know
what's
what I'm
up, man.
saying?
Back.
So do
I know
you
you back.
yeah. Do you what are y'all? Because Tanika is Dominique and you're Nigerian. Like how or Nigerian? How are y'all gonna teach them the values, or y'all gonna come up American tradition?
So this is the funny thing, and I think I told you before, but to expand on it, Nigerian and Dominicans are almost the same. Like,
Really?
yes, yeah, it's different. It's a different language, different country, but the value, the culture is very similar.
Mm,
We be discussing stuff, and we be like, "You did that too? Me too." Like we came up so similar, like you'd be surprised. We just it's just a different language and from a different country, but
yeah.
it's
Hi,
very
mom. Sorry, my mom's watching. I'm saying hi.
uh it's very similar to to the way we were brought up, the way we're raised,
Yeah.
values that we have. Even at the wedding, I know you weren't able to make it, but even at the wedding, when your family was
Well, they
there,
said that wedding was like what, like 5 hours?
yeah, it was long, but it's it's the same. They're very high on culture, just like your family is very high on culture. So, you know, we're definitely
Yeah.
teaching the values and teaching them about both cultures. And Tanika actually knows. Tanika's really good on teaching the kids that, teaching Soraya that. She's really good. She can
Yeah.
speak Spanish, and she's just interested in other
Mm,
cultures. Like she's good keeping that going within the family, making sure
yeah.
I'm learning what y'all do in Dominica. So she gets the credit for that. She keeps that going.
Shout out to Nika. I love my cousin. Like it's crazy, like when because I think pregnant women are like the most beautiful women on earth. You know what I'm saying? But then I love just how because Tanika's she's been a great cousin. She's been great, but I love how she just transitioned to like this dope ass mom. You know what I mean? Like you could tell that she loves everybody. You know what I'm saying? And even when I hit her up, I don't really just be telling everybody I love you, but I always tell Tanika like I love you because I'm so grateful for that girl. You know what I'm saying? I didn't
Hey,
get her here. So I want to talk some shit.
I,
Hey,
I agree,
hey,
man.
hey, real quick. I'm sorry. What do you think about Dr. Umar? You give me Dr. Umar vibes now that I'm looking at
Um,
you.
I may be one of the few, but he's the funniest person on earth. I really do. Like Dr. Umar is
Yeah,
hilarious. He's hilarious. I get his plans. I just think he takes them overboard.
right.
Like I get what he's saying, but then he'll just take it overboard and then
Yeah.
and it takes it overboard. It's like, come on, man. But he's hilarious.
So
He's
you now my bad. I ain't trying to cut you off, man, but I know you are a music guy, right?
love it.
So I want to do something with you.
Sure.
top five artists. Now, you gonna give me your top. I'm gonna give you my top five. If I don't agree with it, I might be like, yeah, but
Yeah,
let's figure something out. I want to do some debating with you.
sure. You
Number,
you for
all right,
so it's just we've discussed it so much, but I don't know if you remember. But my number one artist, of course, is
yeah,
Jay Z. You know that. My number two
yeah,
artist, bro,
okay, yeah,
had the conversation on, but I'm a huge Kendrick Lamar fan, bro. You know that. I'm a huge
mm,
Kendrick Lamar fan. He's my number two.
okay.
He's my number two artist. Number three, right now, I'm gonna probably have to go with Drake, man. Drake is just Drake is just that dude. He just makes great music. Um, Number four is gonna be Nipsey for me. I love Nipsey. Um, with five, it's tough because I'm gonna have to choose between Mo3 or J. Cole. It's
That's weird. That you got. That's
two complete
come on.
different, but it is
Yeah,
five artists that I like. You know what I'm
I know.
saying?
I know you've always felt him on three.
Yeah. I was a heavy J. Cole fan in his early mixtape days,
Yeah,
coming up Friday Night Lights. Um, kind of when he started dropping albums, it was like, it was okay. I did love Forest Hills Drive. I loved
yeah.
it. It's hard to choose. I may go Mo 3-5 for me, and then I know there ain't no six, but J. Cole will probably be number six.
Okay, man. All right. So your list was it was good. You know what I'm saying? I really couldn't shit on it because all those people are great. I would say my top would be Lupe Fiasco,
Oof, legend.
then Jay Z, and that's hard to put Lupe on top. But I've been listening to a lot of Lupe on top, Lupe, and he just
Liquor Run, like during that time frame, '05. Hey, it was Lupe was the hardest with the bars. Like
yes, correct.
questionable. You know what I'm saying?
And so then I go number three, Nas, and number four for me. Oh man, that's crazy because I guess I only thought about three. Damn. Number no, number
Surprised
four.
you, oh,
Huh?
definitely. I'm surprised you didn't say J. Cole. We've definitely had
Look, because I feel the same way about J. Cole. Like I loved his mixtapes and I loved his first two albums, but then afterwards, just my opinion. But after everything kind of truly yours and Force to Drive was cool, but it just kind of got boring to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I like him now, like how on the Dreamville mixtape, I like all that. And so I'll say four, three stacks.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Eh, I know, right?
I,
And five, five, I would probably say Kendrick.
now you got some legends on your list.
But okay, so why Drake on your list? No, not even why Drake. I understand Drake, but this is gonna be a limb, and it's whatever. We just gonna talk. But why Nipsey? I don't think Nipsey is a top five rapper. I
Bro,
think, and I'm not saying this about you, but I think a lot of people start putting rappers up when they're dead.
I mean, that's always going to happen. When rappers die, that's always going to happen. For me, I've always
Right.
just been a Nipsey fan. And as
Yeah.
Nipsey, pre- Nipsey preached to me in a way that Jay Z, like Kendrick didn't even
Okay.
music. But
Your
rap,
your audio's getting choppy. Your audio's getting choppy.
let me know if I'm a little more clear. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Mhm.
Um, I'm a huge Kendrick fan, but Kendrick doesn't speak to me. I just love his music.
Right. Yeah.
But
Yeah. Kendrick makes good music.
exactly. But when I listen to Jay Z, when I listen to Nipsey, and somebody like Three Stacks and Nas, like when I
Mhm.
those type of artists, it's like they're speaking to me.
Right.
That's why I love them. Um, it just so happened that Nipsey ended up to die, but I mean, most of the people around me know how long I've been jamming Nipsey. Mo3 actually just died in November.
Right.
Most people around me know how long I've been jamming him.
Mm.
Before, like, I just
Yeah.
love music. Music is the number one thing
Right.
in my probably outside my wife and family. Like, I love music to
Oh yeah.
death.
I know.
I love
Yeah.
our lyrics, storytelling, and I love when I feel like they're preaching to me. Nipsey's the type of rapper who's not gonna be the best, but will
Mm.
have a be on a lot of people's favorite rap lists because a lot of people can listen to
Right.
Nipsey,
Right.
learn something, or he's talking to me. So I wouldn't necessarily
Yeah.
say a top five greatest artist, but he's in my personal top
Right.
five.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
Yeah. Of course. Of course.
because he speaks to me. But yeah, I get it. He ain't the top five best rapper. Like I know, I would definitely wouldn't compare him to like a Andre 3000. You get
Right.
what I'm?
I mean, but he's in your top five. You know what I'm saying? So it's your opinion. Have you heard that? Have you seen and heard that Black Judas? I mean, that Judas and the Black Messiah.
And so we just
You
me and my
seen it?
wife. Yeah, we watched the movie and we jammed.
Have you heard the album?
Yes, we jammed the
You heard
album.
the
The
album,
album, dope.
bro?
Trust anything that Hit Boy is touching right now. Um, I track Hov and
I was
Nipsey on there.
surprised at that Polo G track.
Yeah, that was dope too.
Yeah,
That was dope. Nip and Hove
and
got a
boy,
track.
that Nas track.
You
You
heard
say
me?
what?
I said, Nip and Hove
No,
got
what'd you say?
they got a track on there called "What It
That
Feels
mother-
Like." Nipsey and Jay Z.
yeah, I know, I know. Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah. Now, like I hate to be like comparing the greats, but the whole song versus the Nas song. Like I think the whole because Hove speaks some empowering. Hove speaks empowering shit to the people, but Nas came with them bars.
Yeah. I think it was
Now, I think
the
Nas.
yeah, I agree. But I think
Go ahead.
the setup of the way the song was, like Ove hopped on, had to speak about Fred Hampton, and he's on it with somebody who's deceased. So the
Right. Yeah.
direction of that had to go a certain way. Nas came on
Mhm.
there and started mic up from jump. Like there was
Yeah.
what were you gonna do? Like it's hard to compare him. Like Nas was gonna win that from jump only because of the way the setup was. You
Right.
know, oh, yeah, but Nas is still rapping, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Still rapping.
But like, I love the fact that Nas and Jay Z are like the greats, and you know what I'm saying. They're older. You know
Bro,
what I'm saying?
they're still relevant. Like that's
Yeah.
insane. Do you know how
Man.
have come and gone since
Yeah.
they started?
A lot. A lot. And still household names, and they're just adapting with the times. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay Z's always been a businessman. Nas has been low key in the tech shit and with Hennessy and stuff. And so I love seeing rappers do new things and be able to flourish or whatever. Now speaking of doing new things, I don't know if you're into this, but my friend, are you into stocks and Bitcoin?
Oh, most.
Because you
Yeah,
look like a stock guy.
I'm a stock.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a stock and crypto.
So, oh yeah.
Yeah.
So how's it looking for you? I mean, what's
So my portfolio with every line is about 40.
you cut out? I didn't even hear what you said. You said your portfolio, then it cut out.
Let me know if you can hear me pretty clear right now.
Yeah, I can hear you clear.
Okay, cool. My portfolio with all my stocks and crypto combined is at about a plus 41,000 right now.
Wowzers!
Yeah, man.
How does that happen? Is that because you're is it because you're putting money in and it's going up or
Yeah, so I mean, I've been investing. I've been investing in stocks and investing in the crypto market for about roughly like 16 to 17 months now. I've been taking courses, just studying,
Mm,
reading. Man, it's looking real, real, real good for me, bro. Even whenever we're done with the interview,
yeah,
I'm sure Dre has told you, like I've been in it heavy, and we need to talk to make sure that you're getting invested because this is stuff that you'll be able to leave your kids 15 years,
yeah,
20 years, so they can grow up with extra help and money that we didn't have coming up. You get what I'm saying?
right, yeah,
sure. But yeah, I'm heavily invested, bro. I actually think I'm gonna be a millionaire at some point.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I mean, how much Bitcoin you got?
So let me tell you my Bitcoin horror story. First, so I was in Bitcoin back when it was 400. It was like 400 or something, 400 or something
Right.
dollars, and you know everybody was jumping in. Oh, Bitcoin! So I sold it, thinking I came up on a profit. I made
Mm.
$2,300, roughly $2,300, and I'm bragging. Oh, look at all this money I made. Only for 2 years later, for it to go, Bitcoin is at like 47,000 now.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my! Every time I even think about that, it's just like, what the hell? Like, what the hell? Like, I didn't foresee it becoming that big at the.
I mean, was it because you were like new in the game, and not saying you were new to money because you've been a guap up dude that I know, but what was that to you like? Damn, that's a come up versus like you should have waited.
People kept telling me, "Hey, get in, get in, get in." So I got into
Yeah.
not Bitcoin. I got into Ether or Ethereum, however you say it. And I was
Mhm.
doing it based on what I was being told. And one thing about investing, you can't rely on being told information to thrive. But that's what I was doing then. And I made money off of it. Like I said,
Mhm.
I was the shit. Like I thought I was doing it. Had I had the knowledge, had I done my research to know what
Yeah.
Bitcoin, is, I would be sitting on maybe half a mil right now, maybe even more.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, how did I fuck that up? But once again, I was relying on people to give me information. So that's the information I was
Right.
rolling with. Like it's it's crazy. And now that I've researched Bitcoin up to in full, like I know that it's gonna hit 100,000. But see, I'm in it now. So we'll just see.
Yeah.
We'll see how it gradually goes up. But yeah, that's my horror story. Like I could have been sitting on some serious cake, bro. That I
Yeah.
fucked it up, bro.
So when you say that you don't want to rely on somebody, why is that? Because I remember when I was in Dallas and Dre was telling me about stocks, and I was like, "Yo, can I just give you some money and you just do it for me?" He was like, "No, you gotta learn it." You know what I'm saying?
It's,
So why is that? Just because you don't want to be accountable for a loss, or
so the thing about the stock market is, no matter how great you could be doing it for 30 years, you can't
yeah,
predict. But what you can do is do your due diligence and
mm,
research to mitigate your risk. So if I could tell you something surefire, hey, invest in Amazon, invest in Tesla. Yeah, those are surefire things, but you really want to do your due diligence and read and research because
mm,
earn entry points, exit points, long term goals that people can only offer their own perspective. And everybody's going to have a different perspective depending on how much money you have, for one, and what your goals are.
yeah,
There's some day traders who like to make the money every day. Like they make it big quick and they lose
right,
it big. There's long term investors like me who are
mm,
thinking swing traders, also swing trade. That's when you get into a trade and maybe trade it weeks, days, weeks, months later. You're planning your come up at a much later time. It's different goals.
right,
So a day trader will answer the question will be completely different from the way that a long term person will answer the question. And it's you really
mm,
just in on somebody else for your money when all the information is literally at your fingertips. Google is free.
right,
Use Yahoo Finance, Bloomberg, Seeking Alpha, Investopedia. Like there's a lot of researching apps that I'm on every day. It's an everyday
yeah.
thing for me. I have my alarm set every day. So when markets open, I'm in there. I'm reading. I'm studying.
So what what's your goal then? Like, what's your end goal? I know to like have money for your kids, but like,
That, that
what's your like?
that's really my end goal. So I've actually
Mm,
Acorns account too. So what Acorns is it's like an app to save for your kids. So anytime I swipe my card, let's say I spend like $2.50,
Mm,
50 the remaining 50 cents will go into the account.
mm.
You'll be surprised at how often you swipe and how often it'll build up.
And that's from Acorn? Because my homeboy in the other room, he always harasses me and sends me these links and stuff. And I didn't know he did that because he doesn't explain. He just sends it in the group text.
Oh, you most definitely need to get on that if you got kids, because
Yeah.
am I uh, stacking up money for them through investing? I'm also stacking up money on Acorns for it. And legally, once they turn 18, they have access to the money. I no longer have access. It says
Mm,
I can't.
wow.
I can only invest. I also throw in $50 every week into it, so it's just stacking. It's just
Right.
stacking. And every time, every couple of weeks, I'll just look and I'll just be like, damn, okay, cool. Like it's growing.
Yeah.
And I just imagine myself, it actually shows you if you do this for 18 years, you'll have 300,000 something. Like it gives you a number. So what you're
Yeah.
currently do it every week. Sometimes I even raise it. Now I got two kids, so I got her started up in it. Acorns is really
Yeah.
good, but goal is really all for my kids. Like I
Yeah.
work for my family. Like we'll be
Yeah.
straight on. But the investing, like I want to be able to give my kids $1 million and just be like, it's
Man, that'd be dope.
your option, like what you want to do in life. You I don't want it to be a struggle for them to get what they have to do.
Right.
I want them to work hard, but I want them to have the
Right.
option
Yeah.
to do. If they want to go to school, cool. I don't want them to have to work just to be able to keep up with things at school.
Right.
You know, it's just to give them
Right. Yeah. 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 Of course.
options.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I
And just so they can do this shit stress free. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got to
exactly
worry about shit if they go to school and stuff. Yeah.
exactly. I want them to be able to do it stress free. And if I can make 41K investing in a year, think about 10 years. Think about 15
You make
years.
41K in a year?
Yeah, just investing. That has nothing to do with my salary, the money that I made for here. I made 41 just
Yowza.
investing. So, so
Acorn. My sister said, "What is that?" It's Acorn.
say it again. You
My
went in and
sister was
out.
in the chat asking what. Oh, I said my sister was in the chat asking what app were we talking about, and I was just saying we were talking about Acorn.
Yeah, let her know. I'll talk to her and I'll lace her up a little more because me and her in a little stock group. You low key need to join it.
I mean,
It's
yeah,
really
like
just
I'm like the family doing shit. I'm over here just being a broke podcaster, not putting any investment in nothing.
I'll make sure that we'll get you added. Yeah, we're just in
For
there
sure.
and all of that. But it's the thing about investing. It's the easiest money that you'll ever make, and people don't even realize that
Right. Right.
it's easy. Um, Crypto is pretty easy. You kind of got to know what coins to get into. Um,
Hmm.
Real estate, a lot of money can be made doing real estate, but you kind of have to, do your due diligence with that. Forex, a lot of money in the foreign exchange market, but that's kind of hard to pick up. It takes time to pick that up. But stocks,
Mm.
you literally can just do things that you own or do things that you love. Um, like as far as like gaming, this is a perfect example. So, I've been in GameStop. I was invested in GameStop back when it was $1 something.
Oh, did you win?
Oh, this is the thing though. I actually didn't sell off, but I'm a long term investor.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
looking back, I probably should have sold off last week. But you know, it, you are into people who are legit just listening to what's popular and investing. By the time you're hearing it and it's everywhere, that's
Mm.
the time to invest in something, unless you truly believe in it. If it makes
Mm.
no sense to see all these people have Apple products and they don't have no Apple stock. You clearly believe in the company. You have a
Right.
MacBook,
Yeah.
an Apple,
Hmm.
you have an iPhone. Why not invest in the company and have it make money for you? And on top of that, they
Yeah.
pay, and the dividend is when the company pays you to own the shares of their stock. So it's just like,
Oh.
yeah. So it's like, why? why don't you own any Apple stock, but you have all their products? So you just want to be
Yeah,
the consumer and the buyer and make no money? That makes zero sense to me. What
for real.
was all the marijuana stocks right now? So there's
Does,
people,
does marijuana have stock?
yeah.
Mm,
I've actually made thousands in the
wow.
last probably like 8 days just off. It's a recent boom that just happened.
Yeah,
Ray and they can tell you how I was telling them like, hey, get into this, and over the last like 8 days, it boomed. And
yeah.
people, so you wanna smoke weed and do all this, but you're not invested in any marijuana stocks.
Mm,
That makes zero sense. That makes zero sense. Like you can literally get into it by doing stuff that you love. Literally, if it's gaming, if it's sports, I'm invested in pin gaming and DraftKings because I bet on sports.
hmm.
Do things that you love that you can believe in, and you just know like the infrastructure is good, the CEO of a company is good, which is why I'm heavily invested in Tesla because of Elon Musk. He's
Yeah.
outside the box completely, and I just love his vision. I'm in it for the long haul. If a stock goes down in Tesla, it doesn't bother me.
Because he's gonna do what he needs to do.
I'm riding. I'm in the passenger seat, riding with him to the end. This is a long term goal for me. So it's so easy. You could literally just invest in something that you believe in, like truly, and make money just by letting it sit there.
Do you invest in Infinity?
I'm not invested in Infinity, but that's because this is my personal opinion. Other people could have other opinions that may be good for them. It's just my personal opinion.
Mhm.
I'm not invested in the current automation of cars because I feel like Tesla and electric vehicles is going to be the future.
Right, right,
What what's the point of investing in this when I don't think that this is going to be the way in 20 years? I really don't. And
right,
but Owen and other different companies making their own electric vehicles, like no gas, like that just makes sense to me. That
right. Yeah,
so,
perfect sense.
yes, I'm personally not invested in any of not Ford, not any of the current automation.
Hmm.
The future is going to be electric vehicles. It just makes too much sense with what's
Yeah,
going. So that's why, even though I always have an Infinity on me,
I
I
know.
I love Infinity cars, but I don't think that that's going to be the future. I really don't.
Okay, that makes sense. So for somebody who's new to investing and they don't know how much money to put into a stock, what
So
would you say?
with $350 on Robinhood, my Robinhood account's at 32,000 right now. I started my TD Ameritrade account with $100, and that account is roughly at like 2,000 plus.
Jesus Christ.
A Cash App, I just did Cash App just because I was intrigued that they had the little stock sign.
I know, yeah.
What's going on? I clicked it. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I just bought some Tesla, even though I already had a lot, but I was just like, okay, let me just do it. Just sitting there. I don't even check that on the daily. I may look at that like once every couple of weeks or something.
Yeah.
All I bought was some Tesla stock, and that's just been soaring. And I got like a couple $100 in there.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. Like you don't need a lot of money to start.
Right.
You need to do your research.
Mm,
If you research, like really research, you'll the majority of it will work for you in that aspect.
right.
So you don't need that much money. I didn't start off with that much. Um, for example, if anybody who would have put $350 in GameStop a couple of weeks ago, I was like 20,000, and that's not the norm. Like stocks don't usually boom like
Right. Yeah, yeah.
saying like how little of an amount that somebody could have used to make thousands just that quick.
Yeah.
So you don't need a lot. You just need to be smart and use your due diligence. That's all.
Do you think now that stocks are going up and down, do you think that's just gonna be a thing that happens all the time now?
Oh yes, this is the most I've ever seen. Everybody like people like I don't really have many conversations with my friends anymore that doesn't include talking about stocks. And I love the pandemic brought the investing out in everybody.
Hmm.
People could go to work. People lost their jobs. There was nothing you could do.
Right.
It was forced, and that's the best thing to ever happen because people don't realize like your time is way more important than money. And the whole point for me investing is to be able to buy my time, able to just chill and do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Good. It's who are working. I, like I've seen people who work hard, like they're generally hard workers.
Hmm.
Anybody who worked that hard, that they got a couple of jobs. I don't know anybody who worked 2, 3 jobs that
Right.
that really just made it. Like you get what I'm
Hmm. Hmm.
saying? But if you let your investing make money, like let the money work for you, you'll be better off. You'll have time.
Hmm.
My last project I got off the day after Christmas. I haven't worked since the day after Christmas. I got to
You,
work,
you've been good.
work good. I just
Yeah.
hit 5, raising my daughters. Real.
That's good.
I just got new tires and rims on my wife's truck for Valentine's Day. Like,
Oh yeah, I saw that, man. I'm proud of you, Jimmy. Took
man,
good care of my cousin, man.
like we're good. Like, that's what I was able to
Yeah.
buy back. My back was time. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have to work every day, do all this, do all that. No, I
Yeah.
have my time and I'm investing, and all this money is going to my kids. My wife is taking care of my salaries for my
Right.
and my investments for my kids.
Man, good dude, man. Wow. So we are reaching the hour mark and my kids are texting, bugging me, asking me to make dinner. Um now any last words for the people, because usually I'll have like a musician or somebody who's whatever, and I know like there's it's not like, oh, so give them somewhere to follow you, but if you want them to follow you or whatever, because you know a lot about these stocks and shit, and I did not know that you knew this much. You know what I'm saying? And I feel 2021, even though all this bad shit has happened, I feel like it's the year of the come up. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we're all gonna come up. And this conversation isn't a tug at your leg, but you low key just changed my life, nigga. Because now I want to get in this shit because I didn't know and I've just been lazy. You know what I'm saying? But now you're
We're definitely gonna have this talk once we get offline and we're able to just chop it up. Uh,
yeah,
the conversation with your sister already. Had the conversation with Dre, with Davis, Shanice, a lot of family members, my wife. You know what I'm saying? We're definitely
yeah,
going to talk it up. I'm passionate about it, so I love to talk about it. So,
yeah,
yeah, we're definitely going to have it. If anybody wants to follow me, you can follow me on Facebook. I'm on there, Jimmy Jimmy. Last name Otis Odus. Or you can follow me on Instagram. Ain't really much stock tips I put on there. I
yeah,
want to see my family and me. And it's at Jimbo, Jimbo,
yeah,
or Slice, SLICE 23.
yeah,
Come and see my family or say what's up, you can add me there. I'll follow you back.
yeah,
Um, I talk a lot of stocks on Facebook though.
yeah,
So uh, you guys can follow me on whatever. Got any questions? I ain't charging for no type of info. I just like to talk about it.
yeah.
I a financial analyst. I am. I know everything that I invest in or information I give out is just my personal opinion. Um,
Right.
I have thrived with what I'm doing, um, but still, you need to do your own due diligence and research. I could point you in the direction, and then it's up to you to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, thank you. Jimmy, man, thank you for being on my show. And I'm so happy that you beat COVID. And I'm not happy you caught COVID, but I'm happy that you were not fucking with me.
It's from today on. Don't ever question
I
that,
know,
bro.
I know, I know, I know, man. Man, I love y'all. I gotta see y'all soon, man. And I appreciate you for being on here. And I want to give a special shout out to BZX Designs for my logo thingy, and my co-host Josh Jones, who's never on the show but always in the chat.
Already.
All
Shout out,
right, man. Huh?
shout out to Martin, my favorite TV show.
Hey, oh boy, come on, bro. Don't do that. Don't start that conversation, man. My favorite episode is I got the draw, like when he's on the stage.
For
but
sure. Just so
hey,
you specific scene where you said got the draws?
Yeah.
That is right there. And they got the halo on it. You see it?
Oh yeah, oh man, rest in peace, Tommy, man.
Martin's questioning him. That's the guy
Yeah.
episode. So
All right, man. I'm gonna hit you up after I finish with my kids, man. Thanks for being on the show.
you have a good one, bro. It's all love, bro.
All right, man. See ya. People, that was the episode, and I'm going to end with this beautiful